also want to go over a few common questions and a few key points to remember when looking for shoes. The most important thing with your shoe is that it feels natural on your foot. When we look at reduction of injury rates, the only thing that really reduces injury rates is that the shoe feels natural. So something that gets out of the way and lets your body do what your body wants to do. If we try to force it to do one thing or another that doesn't feel correct, usually that's going to lead to imbalances that can lead to injury. So whenever you're trying on shoes, focus on what fades to the background, what gets out of the way between you and your run or your walk. The other thing to think about is that shoes wear out. They're made of a foam material that compresses when you step and then releases, and compresses and releases. And over time, those miles build up and the foam compresses and it doesn't come back. So you want to replace your shoes roughly every 400 to 500 miles. If you start to see lateral lines form in the shoe as the foams compress, that's a good sign. You'll also see some of the detail in the outsole flatten. Once that detail's disappeared and you've rubbed off some of the knobs on the bottom of your shoe, that's a good sign that it's time to replace that shoe. You also want to make sure that you have proper socks. What's in between you and your shoe should not be cotton. Cotton traps moisture and can create friction points. So you want to make sure you have a good pair of running or walking socks made out of either a synthetic or a merino wool, something to pull the moisture away from your skin and make sure that you have good interface between your foot and your shoe. The next thing to think about is what you're using your shoe for. Some people will have a leaner shoe with a little more flexibility for faster days, and then a more cushioned shoe for slower days. So not everyone needs multiple pairs, but sometimes it's useful to have a few different things, whether you're looking to hit the trails with something with a little more grip or hit the roads with something that has a little more flexibility and it's going to be a little more comfortable on a harder surface. I know we usually have a Q&A session after my shoe talks, and we're not really able to do that in this format, but if you want to email me, feel free. Diane will put my email in the weekly newsletter, and if you have any questions, reach out and I'll be able to answer those. As we proceed with our training on our own, hopefully we can all stay motivated. I know I'll be going a little stir crazy staying inside at home, so I know my runs and bike rides are going to be one of the things that keep me sane. And a good pair of shoes is going to help that quite a bit. And thanks all, and we'll see you when we see you.